Good morning. It's 6 a.m. in the morning here in Shanghai, and it's already, let me check, 32 degrees Celsius. And today, like yesterday, will also be a 40 degrees Celsius day, so it's already very hot and it will be much hotter today. The sun is already rising, and I will now hit to the Bund to see the skyline at sunrise. Oh, I'm already a little bit too late, I think. The plan for today is to go to the Bund now and enjoy the scenery in the morning. And when the first ferry is running, I will take the ferry to the other side of the river to Pudong. And there I want to go to the observation deck of the highest building of Shanghai, of the Shanghai Tower. And I also want to go to a building next to it where you have the possibility to do something called walking in the clouds. So they attach you outside the building and you can just walk outside of the building without any rail or barriers. So it's very, very cool. Then I will go to the subway now, and my plan is to get off at People's Square and then just walk through Nanjing Road to the Bund. So let's go. This is how Nanjing Road looks like on a Saturday morning, so there are no people here at all. But in the subway just now, it was totally different. The line number 1 was packed with people like the rush hour. It's actually the rush hour because even on Saturday morning, people have to go to work, especially here in Shanghai, where there are also a lot of tourist places. But now here at Nanjing Road, there is actually nobody. I think it's interesting to see it like this. Most of the shops are still closed, but I want to check if I find a place where I can buy some nice breakfast. And then, like I told you before, I'm walking to the river now, and then I'm waiting for the ferry. It's now 6:15, and I think in about an hour the first ferry will run. So now I will show you a little bit how Nanjing Road looks like on a Saturday morning. Hey, I've made it to the Bund, and there it's much less crowded than yesterday evening. And yeah, like you see, the sun is already coming, or it's already there, and now we have still 32 degrees. It's already very warm, and like I told you before, it will be also 40 degrees today. And maybe at daytime you can see the buildings much better. So on this side, what you see there, this is called Pudong, and this is the new financial area of Shanghai. And just on the opposite side of the river, the side where I'm at the moment, it's maybe you can see it here. There you see the old Shanghai, so all of the old buildings which are more Western style or exactly more British style. They're still there from the time when the British people have been to Shanghai, and still some of their buildings on this side, and they didn't destroy it. Luckily they didn't destroy it because it's very beautiful, and also at night they also light it up, and you already saw it in the last video. It looks very nice at the evening. So like I told you before, I will now wait for the first ferry, and to take the ferry I have to walk in that direction over there. Yeah, maybe you can forget. I've now arrived at the ferry terminal, and like I've expected, the first ferry will be in around 8 minutes, and then I will be able to take the ferry to the other side of the river. Okay, sometimes these insects are very, very loud. I think you can hear them. Okay, so let's go on the boat. There are another 7 minutes left, so let's go. The good thing is when taking the ferry, you can also use your Shanghai public transportation card. I now arrived at the Oriental Pearl Tower, which you can see behind me, and as you can see in my arm, I'm sweating all over the place. It's now 34 degrees, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. It's very, very hot, so I have to find another way how to walk there where I have some shadow, because I have been in the sun now for more than 1.5 hours, so it's way too warm. I have to find a cooler place now. Later we will go what you can see behind you. Just turn around. This is the Shanghai Tower. But before we go to the Shanghai Tower, I will walk with you. Where are you looking? You should look at, yes. I will walk with you to the observation platform called Walking in the Clouds, where they will attach me to the outside of one of the tall buildings, and where I have a beautiful view. Unfortunately, I can't take my camera with me, but they will take some pictures for me, and I will later put the picture in the video so that you can see how it looks like, and maybe I can also make some videos of how others are outside of the building, so that you can see what it is all about. I'm now at the 88th floor of the Qingmao Tower, and what you see here is the World Financial Center, and behind there's the Shanghai Tower, where I will go later on. I now have to wait for half an hour, and then I can go on the Skywalk outside of this building. So I will be outside of the 88th floor. And like I told you before, I'm not allowed to shoot video there, but they will take a picture and I will later put it in the video and show to you how it looks like. Hello! I've just been to the Jinmao Tower observation deck on the 88th floor, and I also went on the Skywalk where you can walk outside this building. As I told you before, I couldn't take a video when I was there by myself, but I've took some videos of others doing it so that you can have an impression how it looks like. And I also have a picture where you can see me also outside of the building. And the observation deck, like I said, it's on the 88th floor, and you're walking then on 340 meters over the ground. So you have a very, very good view, and it's a very good experience. It's much better than the normal observation decks where you always have a glass between you and the scenery. So now what you can't see, but what I can see, there is my next stop, and it's the Shanghai Tower, where I will now go to the highest observation deck they have here in Shanghai. I've now just spent several hours there in the Shanghai Tower because today it's also very hot as yesterday. It was more than 40 degrees, and there they have air conditioning and you have a very good view. And there was also some rain out here, and I didn't bring an umbrella, so I decided to stay there for several hours. Actually, I wanted to show you a place for souvenirs which is less crowded than Yu Garden, where most of the foreigners go to. But this place now is also very crowded. It has some more flair than the Yu Garden, and it's a little bit less crowded, but the streets are more narrow, so it's almost the same. Yeah, I show you some footage what they have here. It's almost the same stuff you also get there, so you don't have to visit those places. And I think it's just a little bit nicer than Yu Garden. But if you are in Shanghai and you have enough time, you can also visit both of the places. For today, I've seen enough. and I will search a place where I have dinner and then go back to the hotel. Like the last videos, I always told you how warm it is. At the moment it's 38 degrees, and I still didn't get used to it, but it's a little bit better than yesterday. Especially here at this place, because the whole place there is shadow, and they also had some sprayers for some water which should cool you down, or which should also cool the area down. So even if it's very hot, this is a place where you can go to. So, like I said, I will end this episode here. So if you like it, then please press the like button, subscribe, comment. If you also want to visit China and have a great experience here, then visit my website about the China Insider training, and there you can learn all of the tricks, how to do it and how to get the most out of your China trip. So see you at the next video, and thanks for watching.
Bye.